Social media paints a picture of the dream life, from flaunting designer kicks to sipping champagne at brunch and lounging in lavish infinity pools overlooking the sea. It all seems up for grabs. However, the real picture isn't as rosy. A staggering 61% of Americans claim to be living from one paycheck to the next. Surprisingly, this isn't limited to those with modest incomes. Some earning over $250,000 find themselves exhausting their earnings between pay cycles. Credit Karma points out an intriguing trend. 20% of Gen Z doesn't save, not necessarily because they earn too little, but due to splurging on shopping, globetrotting, and live events. Deloitte's 12th annual 2023 survey of Gen Z and millennial attitudes revealed that 51% of Gen Z respondents and 43% of millennials admit that platforms like TikTok and Instagram encourage them to spend beyond their means, heightening their financial stress. It might seem like a stretch to blame social media for careless spending habits, but there's a wealth of evidence pointing towards the fact that stories, reels, and posts on our social media feeds cost us money. Michelle Parmalee, Deloitte's global leader of people and purpose, suggests that this spending pressure may stem from exposure to posts showcasing luxury items and vacations, as well as targeted ads. Parmalee says, quote, social media fuels the aspiration to acquire more and spend more. Many young adults find themselves financially constrained and living paycheck to paycheck. In fact, a Deloitte poll found that the escalating cost of living is a top concern for these age groups who are grappling with inflation and renewed student loan payments. Many are even postponing significant life events such as buying property or starting families and resorting to second jobs to make ends meet. Credit Karma highlights 3 ways social media fuels unwise spending. Number 1, perpetuating the illusion of affordable living. A quick scroll of platforms like TikTok or YouTube showcases a parade of chic attire, high-end beauty products, and luxurious stays. It's easy to feel left out, thinking everyone's splurging on elite products and experiences while you grapple with bills. However, the real scenario diverges from the perception. Over 1/3 confess to excessive spending driven by the FOMO they experience from their friends' social media adventures. 40% of Gen Z prioritizes experiences over essential expenses, and 28% admit to struggling with saving. About 30% of those aged 18 to 25 still reside with a parent, and this trend continues for a quarter of individuals between 25 and 34. Notably, these demographics form the primary audience for Facebook advertisements. And number 2, paying for the dream. Can't quite stretch your budget for that latest fashion trend or the new iPhone? Many social media users are quick to point you towards the buy now, pay later BNPL option like Affirm, Pay After, and Klarna or PayPal. What often goes unspoken is that buy now, pay later essentially turns your buying into debt, some with interest rates skyrocketing to 30%. Data from Debt Hammer reveals that over 45% of U.S. adults have enrolled in a buy now, pay later scheme, splurging more than $20 billion via these services in 2021 alone. Notably, more than a quarter of these individuals discovered buy now, pay later through social media. A closer look at buy now, pay later behavior shows 45% resort to buy now, pay later purchases they can't typically afford. A significant 55% admit to overspending when using buy now, pay later. 30% have grappled with keeping up with their repayments. Alarmingly, 20% missed a buy now, pay later installment in January 2022. And number 3, the minefield of misguided money mantras. It's not just about transforming shopping into debts. Many influencers are dishing out questionable financial guidance on a larger scale. Fancy a crash course in house flipping or a tutorial on day trading? Beware of the unsolicited expertise. A 2021 poll revealed that over half of Gen Z users looked to TikTok for financial discussions and to Instagram for monetary counseling. Alarmingly, more than a third of teenagers are sourcing their financial knowledge from these platforms, often receiving flawed advice. The spread of financial fallacies became so rampant that TikTok took a stand in 2021, prohibiting the promotion of cryptocurrency, loans, pyramid ventures, and other financial products. Meta, previously known as Facebook, once had a similar stance but has gradually loosened its reins. How can one avoid a social media brainwashing? Well, social media can be a trigger for splurging. It's also known to be a potential emotional minefield. To boost both your financial prowess and mental well being, consider these strategies. Curate your content. Consider parting ways with accounts or channels that constantly parade opulent products and high end lifestyles. Vet your virtual gurus. Scrutinize the qualifications of those dishing out monetary wisdom. Be wary of those pocketing payments for promoting certain goods or services, as it can taint their advice. If you're unsure, always cross-check advice with a trusted financial expert. Think about starting with credit counseling. Set and forget finances. Elevate investments and savings above the usual temptations like trendy attire or extravagant meals. Kick off with an automated monthly transfer to a saving vault, akin to what you'd spend on a single dining experience or shopping spree.